Welcome, Ben. Thank you for doing us the kindness of coming to our little show while you're in town.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Let me just ask you off the bat, how did you go make the decision to make this film? How do you go from watching these clips on YouTube and laughing to thinking, I'm actually going to make a whole documentary about this guy and find out whatever happened to him?
Yeah, I know. It makes me sound a little bit like an internet stalker or something like that.
I'm not saying that, but you know.
People have. And it was just about the context. Like when I initially got interested in trying to find Jack, it was around 2004, 2005, when Star Wars kids' parents were suing the parents of the kids who put his clip up online. And they settled out of court for $250,000, and that's where the term cyberbullying actually comes from, was that case. And so this notion of us being out of control, maybe, of our like digital reputations, and having, I got really taken with the idea that no matter what poor Star Wars kid goes on to do with his life, he's going to forever be known as the Star Wars kid. And that would affect who he dates, where he lives, what job he gets. And so that
he had no control over that fate, which is, and particularly when it's such a young, something like that happens to such a young kid, it doesn't seem fair.
Absolutely, and he was 15. I mean, can you imagine like that hazing on sort of this global scale?
Yeah,
and it was really the first instance of that, and the initial research I started to do. In thinking like, well, I wonder what happened to the star of my favorite viral video, Jack Rebney, led me to believe that he was actually really scarred, just like the Star Wars kid was, and that deeply saddened me. It sounds so idealistic and almost slightly naive to say, but I realized that he could be embarrassed or injured as a result of this clip, and I really wanted to show him that to my friends and he was like a Rodney Dangerfield type character. He was somebody who we quoted, whose sort of stand-up routine we watched over and over, and
that by watching it, you were not laughing at him, but you were sort of. He was a hero to you. That it was.
Well, and it's tempting to say like, were you laughing at or laughing with? I think it goes beyond that.
Yeah.
It's like the point, it seems, of a lot of the new technology is to connect and to instantly meet new people, but what it often serves to do is to physically separate all of us, and so. In this sort of strange way, these clips that were never supposed to exist in the first place, through like, getting dubbed on VHS tape and passed hand to hand and then uploaded to YouTube, actually sort of brought me
together. And had YouTube and the internet not been part of our lives, this guy would have disappeared. I mean, people were, as you said, passing around this VHS tape. However, that's still a limited audience, and the internet is just a whole different story.
You've been watching This Week in Movies. To watch the full episode, click here. To check out some other shows from This Week In, click here.